top5rapwebsite.com. You already know what's going on. Today we got Nothin, A Martyr's Reward. Track number 1, Everybody Up. A Martyr's Reward. So a martyr is someone.
From the bottom, pull everybody up. Always felt if I fail, everybody stuck.
Yeah, if I fail, everybody fell. Everybody suffer. A martyr is basically someone who dies for a righteous cause. So a martyr's reward. You don't normally see martyrs receiving their rewards because, you know, who's gonna stand up for them? The martyr is usually like the lone wolf who's standing righteous amongst a sea full of people who are not so brave or courageous.
Where I'm from was dilapidated. I can say this destructions were that created, or say this only ball players, rappers made it. Youth clings, the only two things.
Where I'm from was dilapidated. Only ball players and rappers made it. Facts.
Things captivated. I chop it up and let it set simmer. Was always fed before I was fed dinner. Urge from birth, felt the burden, the breadwinner. My young vibes with some nights went to bed thinner.
Went to bed thinner, hungry.
Sentiments like I was sent from the seminary. Rap feast took a back seat, had men to bury. Ain't living, ain't tripping if money's our itinerary. Pros is those before cons, I was in already.
Money in the itinerary, that's your plans. What you plan to do?
The sex villain raised to respect women. No is no. It's facts guard with blacks raw, but we know is woe. There's no wins in the
Black Robble.
Wind blow for blow. That hand in hand had us going toe to toe. There was no one I feared. The night shit.
That hand-to-hand combat had us going toe-to-toe, mano y mano.
Shame died was the moment I veered. Though I slid, still it did. So it appeared. I'm in my winter. You can tell by the snow on my bed. Everybody up.
It's one of them songs.
More than what you got. Cotty Yale. Built to my Potter's field or in Potter's field. I did it without a shield. I'm past how it sound. I ask how I feel. Everybody up. The biggest did is how they treat peasants. No gifts, but always police presence. Stop putting in work.
No gifts, but always police presence. You know what I'm saying? So you're working with homonym type feel words that sound the same but are not the same, spelled differently.
A complete severance. In this labyrinth, arrogance defeats blessings. Everybody up.
And his labyrinth, arrogance defeats blessings. Bars. So I can tell this is gonna be one of my favorite Ka songs, period. Like just breaking this down.
From the bottom, pull everybody up. Always felt if I fail,
everybody suffer.
Try to make it from the bottom, pull everybody up.
Okay, so yeah, that's one of them songs, man. So again, I'll say this every reaction, every review. I'm not gonna catch every bar on the first go, but with Ka especially, bro, I'm not about to catch everything the first time I hear this, but I'm gonna catch a lot. If you ain't seen my Descendants of Cain review, go watch that. And I did the Descendants of Cain in 2 parts, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly. My camera's dying right now, so I had some technical difficulties before this. So my camera died in the process, my battery died. So if it cuts off abruptly, if the video cuts off abruptly, that means my camera died, bro. But I'm gonna come back with the part 2, so patience, folks. Anyways, track number 2.
We see them.
I Need All That.
And they see us. What faces me has never frightened me.
It's a pity we large in the city of Dodge, but not dodging. Some sung bars to become stars. I did it to stop starving. How they done us was fungus, hung us, none of us got part. If action wasn't basking in school, we was youth out raw.
How they done us was fungus. What'd he say? They hung us. None of us got parted, you know? So it's them court decisions, them old school, when they used to put folks through the guillotine, hang folks. We didn't get pardoned. We got the other shit.
Took obvious toll, mind, body, and soul. That's where the scars been. God bless is every source necessary. When the God sent, just missed it. Being that statistic, I was doomed to be. Hearts far too heavy to make light and try to humor me. I'm sad and trash, ain't had no class. Way before the truancy. Fighting the night.
Ain't had no class.
Finney's try to slow me.
See, I'm missing bars trying to catch these. Ain't have no class before the truth.
Way before the truancy. Fighting the night, dragging the magnum. Finney's try to slow me. Every day we face the waste. It's disgrace with the suicide. Pray I ain't back at hard knocks. Try smile, get a new degree. Try to provide food.
Hard knocks, school of hard knocks.
For me, this music used to be how I got my news as youth. Truthfully, back when they did it for the good of the hood, exclusively. You can make it from the basement. The proof is me.
From the bottom, the basement.
They took my culture, my music, my look. They broke how we greet, how we speak, how we cook.
Facts.
I want back everything they stole.
I need all that.
Raise my waves, my goal. My chance, my dance, my stance, my soul. I want back everything they claim. My glory, my story, my reign. My divas, my Jesus, my creed is my name. I want back everything they scare me. My rights, my spice, my land. My hide, my pride, my tribe, my fam. I can't fall back, I need all that. You're not listening, that's what it is.
He going in.
Wasn't equipped to be a friend. Don't fear death, cause every peer left I'll get to see again. Long as we chill, I don't care if we in hell or we ascend. What I cook's a guidebook, that's how to be his men. What you pop is impossible. Never been a true beef. Every gangster I know even died, turned a new leaf. We rule the day, we pray to cruise streets. Now it's due east. Life-changing moments with dangerous opponents. Every few weeks, need true peace. With better gates, predicates who eats. Plus the new bees niche, be thinking they zoo keeps. I want back everything they took. My culture, my music, my look. They rooked how we greet, how we speak, how we cook.
I think we get another verse. Let me see.
My reign, my divas, my Jesus, my creed is my name. I want back everything they scared.
Okay, so I need all that. Okay, so Kai going in right here, and he's, while this is still very lyrical, it's not as abstract as Descendants of Cain was, at least so far. On Descendants of Cain, again, go watch my reaction to that if you haven't already. I was really struggling to catch bars. Track number 3, peace, peace, peace.
Trying to empower young men and women in the Brownsville area.
Peace, 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 what I pray for. It's what I pray for. When nobody pay, they only wage for. Peace, 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 what I pray for. It's what I pray for. When nobody pay, they only wage for. Whenever he moves the L, it's a bad night. Age is raised in the cave like stalagmite. When fed, bust lead ahead to the lab right. Had type, but know the deal for till. Bag white, prosper, straighten your posture, no time for guilt.
I ain't catch none of that.
Skirt the issue, no time is killed. All I had was
Ooh, don't skirt the issue, no time is killed. A skirt, kilt, I mean, it's bar work, bro.
They was clad in the finest silk, never mellow bellow from the ghetto. Drama belt. Head up till the weapon's shown. Step to those and use it as a stepping stone. You lay with your lady, but it's shady to wreck her home. Be no evil long as me and my people left alone. On man's planet with chance granted from most high. With God grieving, I got even. I ain't gon' cry. If I mark you with an X, you gon' know why. If profitable, don't stop it, impossible, go try. I stayed the course during my hardship. Just playing my role, this is God's script. Keep 'em up, never let your guard slip. Still holding on to things I can't part with. Habits in my habitat. Happy I'm here to tell my story. Just satisfact. They stole my youth, wish I had it back. I'm dirty getting ticks. Never thought what I have is tact. From area people
Take
died
time.
in rap. That's why I only speak my regional dialect. Earn salute for the troops, can't buy respect.
Vocabulary.
The noise you eat, the poison or the side effect. Once I'm disgusted, it's no discussion. When I bring the drums out, it's a whole production. Cops out of trust in the phrase where there was no corruption. Had to build for the
When I bring them drums out, it's a whole production. Hold on, let me rewind just a little bit. I don't want
it's a whole
to.
production. Cops out of had trust in the phrase where there was no corruption. Had to build for the hill, they only show destruction. Peace, 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 what I pray for. It's what I pray.
I think that's it. Okay, so yeah, I'm going past the end of these songs. I'm trying to get as much done in this part 1 as I can before this camera goes out. But yeah, this is good so far. As far as the start to a Kai album, this is probably My favorite start. I gotta go back and listen to the Dr. Yin Lo, but The Honor Killed the Samurai is my favorite call. Orpheus versus the Sirens was dope. Really, I need to go and buy Dude's whole discography and get the CDs or either burn it to a CD. But this was my favorite start to a Kai album that I can remember in a while. Descendants of Cain was dope, but again, through a lot of that, I was lost.
I know everything about you.
But I caught a lot of bars though, you know. Don't get me wrong. Track number 4, sad to say.
I gotta live with it. My chances. Choices I gotta make.
I'm the whole state is parasitic.
Active drums.
Admit I had to live it before I pad the lyric. As far as dumping, it was fun, son, I had to did it. Was born loser. My form bruises match my baddest spirit. Used to rescue public, select few love it. The average fear it. For cash, my behavior was rash, no staff could clear it. Couldn't show vulnerable, wouldn't be known to you if I ain't did it. Had a hard life, sad to say, I know some glad to hear it. Had a hard life, hard life. Sad to say, I know some glad to hear it.
Okay.
Had a hard life, hard life. Sad to say, I know some glad to hear it. But what I pieced together and made from it built me strong enough to reach the most raised summit. Been on the street, can make you vivid in speech to reach the age 100. If beef restores, unleash my dogs, never stray from it. Block Christian.
Unleash my dogs. Never strayed from it. So Kai is like the illest dude in terms of wordplay. Last song he said, so I forget what he said. Now he said dog stray. I mean, he putting it in there. The pause just a little bit.
Me with toxicity from A to Z, school raising me to think only slavery was our history.
Facts.
And the town of stars grew around the gods, it's not a mystery. Have to say any play to get rich never felt like a risk to me. With medals, how they settled it in my settlement. All the children of my life, make sure to tell them they're intelligent. You help the devil before you pedal his revel. It ain't relevant. Not scared to tell my L's, cause no one said it more eloquent. Quiet bank, a higher rank, but wanted privacy. To patient breaths facing death, you ain't as live as me. I was born, if you did me wrong, getting even was my odyssey. More to snub, young killer, loved one, believing no apology. I got the grief's pedigree, you'll ever see.
Grief pedigree.
Still insist I'll be filthy rich if not for integrity.
It's his first album.
Me and the miss was up, wish the luck. Set her free. My brothers is not blood. They brothers cause they bled with me. Had a hard life.
Okay, so he going in, man. I can't even hold you. Track number 5, PWH.
It's kinda living to different devotion.
I gotta get the CD, the album, you feel me? Drop the vinyl, I gotta purchase that.
Never hung, I had defeated to get everything we needed. We was praying, wishing and hoping.
Pray, wish, hope, PWH.
To get everything we needed, we was praying, wishing and hoping. I ain't make this environment, just painting the pictures. You ain't spread love, you paint with sickness. With stern face, learn grace, replace hate with indifference. I do all like a prophet, I make it with interest. Mutual love, making no raping assistance. Out my mug, pour my heart, every statement is riches. Vicious heathen, piss believing, I'm reading straight from the scriptures. I do the gritty witty, all for the sake of the witness. Lo and behold, days back erratic, now showing control. When you start with no chips, never know when to
And again, you see my face, I'm trying to catch these bars. Post your favorite bars below. Post y'all favorite bars or if I didn't catch one, be like, yo, this one went right by you. Like, I don't mind that. I don't feel no type of way. You know, otherwise just post your favorite bars, your little favorite one-liners, the wordplay, post your favorite. I like the stray dogs one. That one was nice.
Help short times fell short, stole my goal. Already rhythm in my blues, I'm now showing his soul. They soul lands.
Rhythm, blues, soul, you know, music genres, bro. R&B and soul.
The high hallways got cold stairs. When partners died as hard as I tried, couldn't hold tears. But never hung, I had defeated to get everything we needed. We was praying, wishing and hoping. No acts of acquiescence, all we got was resistance. From where corners stirred, always heard shots in the distance. Made mad noise with bad boys before watching the Pistons.
Ooh,
Tell it
Pistons.
to they pops if it's stopping evictions.
Bad boy Pistons, y'all know the reference.
Had to bleed to succeed, took a lot of tries. It's deplorable in Gomorrah, some got sodomized. One become me, only talk money when it comes.
Oh, my bad. Vocabulary is what I was gonna say.
G's, even after them cross T's and dotted I's. Passion once I pass it.
Alphabet.
Never stomp on a victim. On guard, I stall before chomping the chin. Every son of my aunt did it wrong but assisted. Won't be polished with knowledge, get accomplished in wisdom.
He said, on God, I'll starve before chomping and chitlin'.
Son of my
So I know, is that like, I'm not talking to cops? Is that what he's saying? I don't know.
My aunt did it wrong but assisted. Won't be polished with knowledge, get accomplished in wisdom. This kind of living took different devotion. No quick fix for deficient and broken. Never hung our head defeated to get everything we needed. We was praying.
Okay, man. So he going in. So now he getting a little more abstract. Like, I'm not really catching as much as I would the first 3-4 songs, but we gonna keep it going again. Post your all favorite bars below. Track number 6. I Notice.
Your books don't look good and I don't like it.
Cops got us under microscope to make sure we see cells. No, my first body was iron. That's one.
Cops got us under a microscope to make sure we see cells. Now that's my favorite bar so far. Got us under a microscope to make sure we see cells. Why do you use a microscope to see cells, DNA, bacteria type shit? Like, this thing got bars, bro.
They dwell by the seashore, but was sure to see shells to protect the clique. It's best to admit these.
Seashore was short as this nigga got tongue twisters in there. Seashore, short as seashells. Like, you ain't talking about the ocean.
Details, not board games to get money. Suit wasn't at all trivial. On truth for heavy loot, every group was formidable. If they paid for a body, ain't get none, shorty critical. Many in the rest could attest what we adore living through. Either with a belt or a bullet. That's how I was taught things. Was on every summer, if wonder why I ain't want no offspring. They bred me a thug, wasn't ready for love, only soft flings. Another band together, whoever in the court sings. Offensive deeds made enemies. Hit a village quick, and mind is kindness. The only thing you couldn't kill him with. Some only light
Can't kill him with kindness.
They feel him in. I empathize with you guys' cries. I've seen iller shit. Being reared around the crack pipes. Was exhausted. Standing before death, famine, and war. So all the horsemen. Star blocks are hard rocks. Portal made porcelain. Please believe me, you go from breathing easy to Greg Spring clipping this friendship. Wanted for form connection. Was married to the game, never got a warm reception. My peers years in the facilities, never spawned correction. What skis wanna see is try to make it believe they on protection. But I wasn't raised to trust, grew up in the days of lust. He did bumps, pumping angel dust. This shit got dangerous for the endangered us. You ride shotgun, be lucky if only left your brain concussed. Never chewed the hog, was a fruity dog.
Try to catch his bars.
Melancholy. My genetics, it's all felon valley. It's all felon valley.
Nigga said melancholy. Nigga got vocabulary. He be reading dictionaries.
That's a solid fact. Seem every boy's raised to shine unless the sun is black. The been the rules. Win or lose, we can run it back. In the race for the prettiest girl, try and run a lap. Voice you only hear when it's something to say. The man you get to handle it, they was running away. Every effort was concerted. Did a few people dirt, so definitely deserved it. Grew with the truth and the treacherous murder. Indeed, take heed to what the messenger alerted. I noticed the onus was on. I noticed the onus was on me. Speak the truth. I noticed the onus was on me.
Is that it?
Was on me.
Again, my fault, y'all, for skipping any of these songs like this. But again, I'm just trying to get as much as I can before my camera dies. So, track number 7.
You looking at him
Like Me.
my brother, the original.
We're a little over halfway through.
Islam Nation God, for I'm the one that rocks so
Salute to the
hard.
NOI, salute to the 5% Nation, salute to the FOI,
The only and the original magnetic king.
the gods and the earths.
Still sitting here doing his thing.
You from a hard village like me. Used to get it on nightly. Made you Brazilian like me. Shows you what the world might be. Never took nothing lightly. Then you like, quote me. It ain't dope if road trope for steaming a trophy. Till I got vision you can't control, not even remotely. See, it's real, even kill.
Remote control.
Demon approach me. Made it quite clear I bring nightmare if you dream to provoke me. Child already, growling the belly of the beast. C-section. Everything they breathe meant to deceive, so we question. deep.
Belly to be C-section.
My role's to teach if you seek lesson. Through the declines, feel numerous times, had to keep pressing. They waived the rules but paid my dues when there was hosted fees. Quiet sermon and edited till higher learning accredited. I wrote degrees. I posed a toast to those that did the most. Bring home the groceries. For papes, couple greats, never left the state, still died overseas. Except for blacks to get bread. Had to pump a nickel, not coming to play. Going to raid, couldn't wait till something trickle. Me and my man ran down what we can. Wasn't hard and fickle. Trying to get rich palms, had to lift arms. I'm not tickled. They fought me. A few honeys gave me their sugar, now they salty. In the plaza handling the G, gambling was free, but it was costly. There's no promo, did it all solo. Imagine if they endorsed me. And my nature was naughty, use other people's paper to support me.
Okay, so again, let me check. Checking the volume. These bars on this one is going over my head too. I think I only caught like one bar, the Naughty by Nature. I caught one earlier too. Remote control, little metaphor wordplay. Okay, if I'm missing any relevant bars, post them below.
Today's behavior treachery. It's the only way to raise the equity. Those that protected me especially could have been charged with accessory. With plush life.
True.
Type to bust pipes. Try to pressure me. Definitely.
Pressure bust pipes.
Working at a desk wasn't my destiny.
No office crowd.
This tournament, of course, not soft on this firmament. Ain't churning from your heart, you should murmur it. You fit in the freezer if you ain't committing the deeds. That's earning it. I ain't from where it's many time murders. These is permanent. I'm glad on the savage ground of wrestling. I found a passion. The play was grim. If I ain't right to him, might have been town assassin. Lost is found in the action. Wasn't sitting around relaxing. It's about getting quiet, trapping, not coordinate sound contraption. Don't get you thinking, cat. Know how I get down. Start thinking rap for climbing. Much can tell they just a shell. They like the lining. On each cut you see the definition. I'm back defining. You from a hard village like me. Used to get it on like me.
Is that it? Okay, man, so this dude going wild. This, of all songs, number 7, Like Me, went over my head the most. I'm gonna have to go back to that. Track number 8, We Livin Martyrs. So again, a martyr is someone who dies for a righteous cause. They go against the grain, die for a righteous cause.
So what you talking about? You still living through false attempts 1,000 times. I try to pick apart myself.
Okay, so it sounds like a feature, but I don't see any feature on the track listing, so post the feature down below if you know who this is.
My only God is off for size, no taking sides when it take common sense. You can't appropriate my shine through culmination and reprise. I'm toe to toe with laughs and cries. I try to mastermind in case of time lapse. My eyes flash, I'm riddled with.
And again, bro, like, if you watch this channel, you know, and the rapper say some vocabulary, some words I don't normally hear in a rap song, like, I go crazy. Like I said, culmination, reprise, firmament, like, bro, like, vocab, bro. These folks be reading thesauruses for sure.
My armor on me in case I bypass this bullshit and take this path alone. I would have rather sat at home. Gold platter of remorse, it don't matter till it's gone. It was peak, I lack decency, remind me to reform. Floor Creek, Freddie K and Jay Voorhees tormented me recording.
Freddie K. Voorhees, Freddie vs. Jason.
Talking floor seats. Grandma love it when I'm home, cause she adore me. Story of the grateful. I set a flame to all the nonsense. My father absence. Bittersweet, love everlasting. White fabrics for my peace of mind. It's not for fashion. Light casted for my innermost. We live in fast, man. We living. Through them up pitch flesh. Rich steps, rich death in prison. Truth, no deception. Show direction like a preposition.
Preposition?
True strong force at collision. Though I ain't relaxed yet, I don't catch wreck for recognition. Shared wisdom is sufficient.
Like I said, show direction like a preposition. Ain't a preposition like a, I'm trying to think of my Schoolhouse Rock days. Ain't that like a literary term? I don't know. Post some prepositions below.
I'm not dupers, only solutions I ignite in my lab. Dumb nights, some nights, one fights for my rights with a jab. If we ain't got the grass to lock ass, or lights and mag. Pairs, I write for loot, I might salute
Talking about police.
The tone for getting off the key. Brainwashed young, I ain't become what I was taught to be. Pegged in the plague, never had thoughts to flee. Still holding torches, reporting cautiously, of course it's me.
It's me, Action Bronson. Trying to see what else they gonna do. We still got 2 minutes on this song.
Niggas say that. Niggas gonna keep going on, you know? But look, I might be the only
Let me see. If we ain't got no more verses, I'm gonna just. Whoa. At least we do got another verse. I ain't wanna skip that.
What if I got love? Seeing what I did through the hatred, tested through the times of jacks. Knew I aced it. Cop mode ain't a hollow, do a shake.
Jacks, ace, you know what I'm saying? Cards, you know what I'm saying?
Back when none had my back, had to face it. No biologicals, but so many. Can't link it, wasn't linking for I had 1 penny. For dudes in slum, jewels I brung plenty. Soul guarded, wholehearted, gun sent me.
Poetry.
Took mines, none let me. Lot of drama in my day, could've won Emmy. None true kids.
A lot of drama in my day. I could have won an Emmy.
Most room what we was doing with no tutelage. My
Tutelage.
details this to a bridge, polished like I'm on a tree of knowledge. Showing figs, auctioned off for slaves. Still doing bids, names, graves, plotting on new digs. My rib got curves, without fuel ribs. Firm believer you was either wins or you was his. The black is what held me back when I was young and gifted. They only take shots, not assisted. Mighty poly with frivolity and from another district. Here when it's fear in your spirit, I come and lift it. Was building with humility where none existed. Keep thoughts on peace talk, still run a biscuit. Voice of my lost peers. Boys that I harbor. Hoods popping, devoid of a father. Denying I fought for a harder. No more suffering, rewards of a martyr.
No more suffering is the rewards of a martyr. Damn, that's deep. Because I'm thinking like martyrs really don't get rewards, at least not in their time. Like you got a true martyr, someone that's going against the grain. A lot of people don't even want to stand near that person because they don't want to be affected by whatever punishment they get. So when the title of the album is A Martyr's Reward, I'm thinking like martyrs really don't get rewards. Very few might be remembered in history fondly. But God just said no more suffering. That's the reward for a martyr. So just think about that, man. That's deep, bro. Track number 9, Subtle. I like these drums.
Out of state, anonymous and prominent was pure. It's about pride, so I'm outside trying to endure.
Nice little couplet right there.
I'm outside trying to endure. Pain harsh to aim to brainwash, deep in the condition. Knew defeat, want food to eat, had to speak it to fruition. Blocks ruined, the melon pot stone, sneak into the kitchen amid disease, giving degrees. Time they start leaving to stubborn, we did it. Wasn't permitted, never needed they permission. They slipping, we going fishing. If what's eating ain't sufficient, streets see you get defeated, you get treated as provision.
Yeah, flow, nigga.
That you needing it or heat a bit. Listen without pull, I had to presto. Just being a magician on Front Street, got dumb here.
Presto, being a
magician.
Presto, magician. Come on.
She left my spirit subtle, told me this is why they love it.
This wavy.
Raised our boys to keep eye on the enemy. Draw the Venetians, border for peace, no required assembly. Let the tech blaze for decades, the fire was penalty. They owe it that the reparations can't entirely remedy. She left my spirit subtle, told me this is why. Where they took my liberty, me not being the bigot is big of me. When spit of the map catch
big of me.
Back practicing chivalry. Every God I know it's hard to show compassion and misery. First I'm content with the content, the master delivery.
Yeah, it's crazy right here.
My spirit subtle told me this is why they love. Got a man of just, I'm more just than chainmail, family crest. Try to bias, but I decided my candidate's best. Talk uniqueness with corporate weakness, like every man of flesh. Shit was gritty, wasn't sitting pretty, had to stand the test. Past flying colors, few brothers got splashed, lying gutters. Hurt my heart, they took our diamonds, call us spades, try to club us.
Spades, clubs, come on. More poker, card reference. It's like the second card bar. Spades, club, try to club us. So that might be my favorite song on there. I like that beat. I like the rhythm it had. And Kyle was writing that, man. I didn't even catch all those bars. When I go back and revisit those bars, like I'm gonna catch a lot of them. A lot of nice couplets, a lot of nice rhyme schemes. Come on, bruh. Track number 10. With All My Heart.
Some lead, some follow. Some deal, some feel, some hollow. Some motive coded solos.
This bass line sound familiar.
Some nail, some real. Some hill, some hobble. Those that broadcast don't air still.
I think I heard something similar on Nas' album.
If I agree to say peace, you know you safe here. You safe here. When we depart with all my heart, I tell you take care. Take care. Groups of me used to be if we had riff, you felt the wrath. Now I'm too sophisticated, still don't miss with shooting gift to help your path. On your road to triumph, you know the science, I doubt in math. These guard sessions, answer hard lessons, brethren seldom ask. My missus gave butterfly kisses, she know I felt the lash. When land is tense, I stand for sense, never know for cash. A solid vow, I got it now, battle who held it last. It was done well and young fell, if he dispel it past. They tried to hush me cause gave Dusty a smarter new glisten. From a priceless mold I might be old but I harvest nutrition. You know the beast controls a piece of those guards that do listen.
I'm so
If
confused.
you scout the Meats album, imparts a new mission. From child was already
Alright, so earlier I said I'm catching the bars. This is not as complex as the other ones. Like, bro, y'all see my face. Like, I'm really focusing on trying to hear what he's saying. I'm hearing the words, but it's like the way he putting it together is like a poet. Like, come on,
be
bro.
handling. Image is very damaging. On corners politic and police break us up like gerrymandering.
Police beg us up like gerrymandering. So political terms. Go Google that definition if you don't know.
Never ran again. No lessons clandestine. All these ancestors I'm channeling.
Clandestine.
Good deeds, eclipsed by a moment of weakness. Got my yield in the field. You was at home in the bleachers. From the savage site, had to fight just for owning some sneakers. Where we link is grim and sink and swim. We got thrown in the deepest. You ain't living for me if you living in fear. No verdicts, not guilty, since block filthy, no innocence here. Sincere by sin, all I ever been is sincere. If you hear I'm on the premises, every premise severe. Though my rank captain, I did it admirably. Cause of my race took hits from the start, it never staggered me. Knew I was black back then, so at 10 I had tenacity. No tracks are vacuous, my packs to do it masterfully. When them planes crashed, Kai did his task in a catastrophe. I dug in our hell when them towers fell, I dare you try to hassle me. Some bruised thugs choose love.
Talk about 9/11.
Some stuck with tough luck, some fucked up, some doing great. Some phony only showed those shades, some illuminate. Some dived and did back, get trapped, some do escape. If I agree to say peace, you know you're safe.
Okay, so was Kyle a fireman during 9/11? I know he was a fireman. Like, NY Post tried to expose him as a rapping fireman on some lame shit. I think that's tight. Like, this nigga a fireman and he rapping his free time. I think that's fire. No pun. But he had some 9/11 bars, like when them towers fell, I dug in or something like that. If you was a fireman during 9/11, I salute you, bro. Real American hero. Track number 11. What we got? Enough praise.
As long as I feel fit, shoot my shot, don't care if she got grades, still hit.
See, when he set off fast like that, I didn't hear nothing.
Age don't phase, long as I feel fit, shoot my shot, don't care if she got grades, still hit. From a state. Age don't phase, long as I feel fit, shoot my shot, don't care if she got grades, still hit. From a stable house, that's how the field trip. Times I ain't one bill, just one deal brick. I seek to find peace, unique as time. Rose from explosive land, plan to speak my mind. The cornerstone strong alone.
So, do he got AIDS? Is that what he said? AIDS? Something about, it sounded like he said I got AIDS, but it don't matter because I feel fit. I don't care if she got grades, I still hit.
Oh, imagine we combine. Remember, tell me still hungry, happen to eat the rind. You know your mission if you ever fed a child. It ain't snitching if you telling on the pedophile. Wanna end the cycle, you need to get or they be better now. If you don't aim to be tame, you was never wild. Cause the fuzz wasn't peachy, life was the piss.
If you don't aim to be tame, to be controlled, you was never actually wild. If your aim now ain't to be tame, you was never wild, bro. Wisdom.
test.
It ain't snitching if you telling on a pedophile.
Any arrest was the type to resist. What I draws for the poor, they enticing the rich. Had survivor's remorse during that night at the Ritz. When the heart was dark, cause had lights on the fritz. Gave much to the custodies, never lighting the zips. Chase based on pretty face, now excitement is hips. Came in framing my wrongs, is what my writing depicts. That's enough praise for me. Those jobs on merit or quotas, won't see us global. How too many turnstiles to be a token? Protect, corrupt, deflect is up. The G is spoken with veterans.
How too many turnstiles to be a token?
Better as hell, you deader in jail. Hope it was broken. My curb is rough, heard enough condolences. The girls you couldn't bone unless you throwing bonuses. Compare survival to the Bible, was living where Jonas is. To the sun's justice, we was never known as kids. Can't vote up the river, no boat doing grown a bit. Once paid, bought enough groceries, couldn't close the fridge. Almost caught first time in Newport, was holding six. Could have been a butcher, I recognize beef, no it's pigs.
Ooh, could have been a butcher, I recognize B.
My mother always prayed for me. Times I ain't having friends prayed for me. Wanted my seed, she believed she was made for me. Had brothers running the blaze for me. Others risked the grave for me. Some of mine sitting in a cage for me. Most never got booked, took a page from me. Follow my lead,
Book page
for me. Had wise advisors, block shade for me. Know I do a show, they rush stage from me. Wild crave accolades, that's enough praise for me. Some do nothing what they give, frequently misleading, I heard. Young put trust in my scripts, read what people deserve. Some do nothing but uplift, speak what need to be heard. They skim about cheese, they weave, I'm feeding them curd. That's word, you just in the way. Thoughts a few intentions during the years I've been astray. Prize were wise before
Dog Stray, second time on this album.
How leaders treated my brothers, a grim display. No fairy tales, weary males making varied sales. Every block kept it blazing, there were scary trails. It's bound to be underground, called crazy L's. Where a homie leave you holy, on the page of grails. My whole life recovered. My whole life recovered. God, copy, hard body, you know my anatomy.
That little beat change too.
Flighty minds mighty, whole lot of gravity.
God body, you know my anatomy. Physiology.
Yap about cash, I casually talk casualty. I exercise demons, they seem to leave you with atrophy.
Atrophy, it's like muscle failure.
They used to tap our phones, I'm from that type of tapestry. How I last with the truth, no wonder women want to tackle me. Used to find me in the 90s with a hammer, like a Maccabee. From the Big Apple, as kids, we adapt to the apathy. With all my dealings, I kept it curt. For years, rejected the feelings, except the hurt. Hard to wake with clean thoughts when you slept in dirt. A hungry boy ain't unemployed if his weapon work.
Stick talk.
My whole life recovered. My whole life recovered. They did everything they could in attempts to stopping me. Rather demonstrate the peace like Malcolm felt his philosophy. See, I got it poppin', tip to the hypocrisy. All close to me, hope to see prophecy in the prophecy. Locked it down, got the box you won, gave a proper D. Like fish in the sea, wrote to never treat as property.
Gave her proper D. Like fish in the what? Never. Oh, I didn't catch that, bro. Say that one more time.
See prophecy in the prophecy. Locked it down, got the box you won, gave a proper D. Like fish in the sea, wrote to never treat as property.
Like fish in the sea.
My whole life recovered.
Over my head, bro.
My whole life recovered. My enemy hindered, could never put an enemy. Hate before they know me solely off my identity. Smelly without a scent, it's how I ended the century. Had Lizzie bags for the senses, still they can't censor me. Hawk made me heartless, skin should have been 10 for me. Brothers avenging brother death, listening to the symphony. Kept it in the engine, for those trying to injure me. My mom was deep, cause in the streets, knew they had it in for me.
My mob was deep in the streets, infamy. Mob Deep, the infamous Mob Deep. He putting them words together, son. Duke.
My whole life.
Is that it?
Was wounded.
Oh, no, that's not it. Let's hear the rest of that.
My whole life recovered. Tried to drown us. We started bubbling. Out the womb was wounded. When you steady lose, every move's improved. My whole life recovered. Heartbroken, trying not to love again.
So, track number 12. Be grateful. So camera's still in the red, but it's like we gonna make through this whole thing. It's not gonna be a part 2. It's part 1. It's part everything. We'll see. I may have to do the last song in a separate video. Who knows? Very cinematic beat. This could be the outro.
Shoulders, following the ref notice. What best soldiers had in common was rhyming, no leftover. Mom through raised the Mongols. I don't fret over CDville. We ain't see you kill your thread bogus. Let me the right, I'm flying. You just knew when you see me. It's static, can't live or nomadic. Like those that grew on the TV. Never seek the weak, rather speak and do it discreetly. No fraudulence to these coordinates as the truest to teach me. No, it's too great to be grateful.
I ain't catching none of those bars.
Seen a lot of hate, but they ain't hate.
Something about coordinates.
It never work when they do it to keep me. Culture, she bacteria. I ain't new to the petri. Son, do humble yourself.
Culture, bacteria. I kind of understand that. Kombucha, you put some culture, some bacteria. That's how you make the yeasty good stuff that's in kombucha.
As soon as the reach me an AB, go and see arms come through to defeat me. Was born strong. 1,000 others trust me doing it weekly. Scripts, I'm pulling the piss. We skip assuming it's preachy. Trini grandmother used to sound like she fluent in Geechee. From the bottom part, if I come over, she was beneath me. Every number about my hunger is tasteful. Never toast on my waist, I ain't perhaps for riding attention. Now I add on jotting ascension. Me and hungry peers was 20 years to lock in the pension. On the path known as cap, balls made him stop at attention. Gotta mention when it to it looking for proper redemption. Cleansing with me and my men's attention, Glocking extension. For demons, even my descent won't stop the dissension. Local rag, cock screw my bag and get doctor's suspension. Two savage gathering, thought they be watching the lynching. You know I hate to a grace.
Like that song Like Me, this is going over my head.
Self-sufficient. Chummy bummy, soon as money multiplies, felt division. That's cold thugs.
Multiplication division.
Police never dealt religion. If it suits you to be a pupil, I can help your vision. It's complicated. Those incarcerated keep your help from prison. Still here to churn and earn, but learn the only wealth is living.
Only wealth is living, okay.
Still here to earn.
Okay, so hey, I said warnings about the camera battery looking like it's lasting for us. Here we are at the ending, track number 13, Having Nothing. Slowed it down a bit. That last song, he's going fast, bro. Like, I ain't catching that.
It gave me everything. Having nothing gave me everything I need. Having nothing gave me everything. It gave me everything. Having nothing gave me everything.
Heavy change of
It was on his baby, the long it made me never take it short. Was fist and face up, no kiss and makeup. It made us fought. Pounds of punk round the clock. Down the block, only brave could walk. Thin, walls paper thin, could hear the neighbors talk.
Facts.
I was straight with doubt. How to make it out, my favorite thought. Was never no juice, wanted better produce. They was craving pork. Wicked days with me, still spit my razor clean the way it's taught. From bottom line, drew outside the line. Few mine got traced in chalk. Guess a bad man, blessed with bad hands, cause no cases caught. One had low bucks, stole much, cause it's harder to take support. Everywhere taking flames, ain't playing games, the race is sport. Peep the system, my people victim, the guns, dope bases snort. Having nothing gave me everything. It gave me everything. Having nothing gave me everything.
Post your favorite bars below.
Having nothing gave me everything. Live the plight at night, so I be very king. Surviving in the Hobbit was a steady sting. The Brooklyn fights, never took it light. Bought the heavy thing. It's tights, not the type to scare. Only from icy air, we would shiver. My heat will see my hip, see the street, see the river. Some is fun and games till someone aims, squeeze the trigger. The figures we pursue, if it came down to me and you, been playing it with advantage, cause there's no me and you. Plain in the flesh, train express what I see and do. Copper diem till a mausoleum, I'm just being true. Having nothing gave me
I gotta rewind that, I didn't catch those. So let me get out another track.
Some is fun and games till someone aims, squeeze the trigger. The figures we pursue, if it came down to me and you, been playing it with advantage, cause there's no me and you. Plain in the flesh, train express what I see and do. Cop a diem till a mausoleum. I'm just being true.
It's like a riddle, bro.
It gave me everything.
Alright.
It gave me everything.
So that was A Martyr's Reward. So I can tell you just off top, I like this more than Descendants of Cain. And I really like Descendants of Cain. Like, that's all my brother's keeper. It's like one of my favorite Ka songs. I have yet to break down the theme that's here. But I can, when he said the suffering is a martyr's reward, it kind of made things connect with me. And he did that on Descendants of Cain too. Like, he had the title Descendants of Cain. He didn't really explicitly say what it was about, you know, had a title of the album related to the album, but during the album he said brothers killing brothers, Descendants of Cain. So I think it was kind of a ode or kind of a reference to black on black violence, like Cain and Abel, descendants of Cain, but he's making all these biblical references that refer back to the streets and violence between black people on the streets. So here he kind of did the same thing. He says suffering is a martyr's reward. But obviously I've had the chance to sit with Descendants of Cain much longer. Like, the CD is in my car somewhere. I know I missed a lot of bars, y'all. It's the first reaction. I'm not gonna catch everything, but I caught a lot more than what other reactors did. And most YouTube reactors, reviewers, they ain't even got the heart to try to review a Ka album. They not gonna catch it's tough, bro. But post your favorite bars. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have probably listened to it more times than I have at this juncture. Post your favorite bars. If a bar just straight went over my head, I ain't react to it, post that, you know, so I can listen for it next time. Off top, my favorite song is, what was that song with a nice beat? Let me see. It was right there. Subtle. Yeah. Subtle's my favorite song on first listen. The first three songs I really was tuned into those and I really caught those. So I've yet to wrap my head around the whole theme, but I can kind of understand based on that bar, suffering is a martyr's reward. But I just have to see what role he's playing lyrically to be the martyr. And this is a great thing about Ka albums. There's more than what meets the eye. Even on Orpheus versus the Sirens, that's a reference to like mythology, and he's putting himself in the shoes of Orpheans versus the Sirens, the police, and every song kind of like plays towards that theme. So Ka's very thematic in that way, and he's not just gonna give you straight up like what this is about. I mean, even when he dropped this album, I didn't even know he dropped the album. I was looking for new Ka albums. I was on his website, which was down for a while, and I was on his Twitter social media page trying to see like, does he have any new music out? This is like last month. Then he drops this project on, I think, Friday, this past Friday. I didn't even know the album was out. So it's kind of like how he does this with his themes. He's not just gonna tell you. He just dropped an album. Boom, here are the wave files, y'all. That's it. I'm gone. So lyrically, he's like, boom, here are the lyrics. And he's really just throwing all the, like, bar after bar after bar. And it's like, y'all, you gonna either catch them or you not. So, like, regardless of what you doing, I'm dropping these bars. So, speaking of Orpheus versus the Sirens, so yeah, man, I can say on one listen, I took to this Ka album a lot more than I did probably on any of his other albums other than Yin Lo. I really like Days with Dr. Yin Lo. Honor Killed the Samurai, that's probably my favorite Ka album, but that took me a couple listens. That was also my first Ka album that I listened to, so I really had to understand his style. So maybe this is just because I'm more familiar with Ka and what he does lyrically, and I've listened to Descendants of Cain probably 100 times already, so I'm very comfortable with how he rhymes. But maybe this is just a more accessible album to me. But I like it on one listen, and I don't want to say I understand it more, but the lyrics were hitting more like on the first listen, like, and I was more focused on the lyrics. I didn't really comment on none of the beats, none of the instrumentation, but everything fits what he's doing. You know, he's a lyric forward type rapper. And like I usually say, like, Ka albums, this is a nice sunny day in SoCal. I find Ka albums hit the hardest nighttime. You driving, nighttime, it's dark. Then that's when everything is kind of settling in. You know, lyrics, beat wise, aura wise. So yeah, man, y'all know I don't like rating albums on the first listen, and it's pretty pointless for me to try to rate this album on the first listen. Like, I don't even understand the theme, much less like most of the lyrics, bro. Like, I still have a lot of work to do in terms of breaking down this album. But I know y'all like the rating system. It helps y'all get an idea of how I felt about the album. This is 4 stars at least, bro. This is excellent, bro. And the more I listen to this, the more I catch the bars and the more I understand the theme. The rating's only going to go higher, because I'm like, this is what he did, this and that. It's a dude that understands his style. He understands what type of beats to pick. He had, I think, 1 feature on here. He understands feature-wise, what works. Unforgiving style. That's what I say. He has an unforgiving style. Like, either you gonna catch the bars, like, I'm not slowing down for you, I'm not, bro, here it is. Like, I think, what song was that? Track number, maybe it was Be Grateful, maybe it was Enough Praise, where he was just throwing bars. It's like, bro, you just throwing these, bro. Like, I'm trying to catch the last bar and you put another. It's an experience though. So Kyle, definitely one of my favorite rappers right now. Yeah, 4 out of 5 stars, man. This could easily end up being my album of the year. And yeah, I'm happy we got this Kyle album. Hopefully he drops it on vinyl so I can go and support. If not vinyl, at least a CD, something physical. I mean, I bought the WAV files, $20, but I'll support this again, just to have it in physical form. So anyway, salute to Kyle. And let's get that Metal Clergy. I appreciate this album, but Metal Clergy 2022 with Rock Marcy, I don't know, but I'll be happy with just another Kyle solo album, because he dives so, like, his themes are so uncanny and unorthodox that I don't mind hearing his, him solo dolo. So hopefully at least another album next year, but I gotta settle with this one first. But yeah, man, shout out to Kai, shout out to Ironworks, and be sure to subscribe if you have not already. Post your favorite bars from this album below, and I challenge you to find another reviewer, reactor on YouTube who's gonna sit here and listen to the song and break down the bars, especially on the first reaction like I did. Most dudes would have been silent the whole time. They not catching it like we catching it here, and that's why y'all are here. Y'all know what the deal is. So anyways, this is top 5 rapwebsite.com. Peace.